that's okay. Then we request that you put the names of the children, first name only again, their age, and what they might like for Christmas. Also, if you have an elf on the shelf, please let us know. We are tracking those too. At least Santa is anyway. And so, anyway, this is a good way to spend a few minutes talking to Santa. So that is cqsanta.com, and click on the check-in, and you can get signed up. Also, we stream the net on YouTube, and I believe there's a link on that website, our website for that too. And if you have a group or and it's just no way to really get them in on the radio, that's fine. Just let us know that you would like a shout out. We'll sit there and we'll get a hold of Santa, and he will talk to everyone at once. And it also works real well if you one, don't have a call sign. Two, if you don't have the general or above, and we'll get you in there and get you a shout out to you. So again, that is cqsanta.com, and please come. That list is empty right now. We're looking for anybody to come in there and have some fun. This is Alpha 5 Go Victor. Back to net.
Okay, I was grabbing another cup of coffee. Great announcement and great signal there. Matt, Whiskey 5 MIX, please make the announcement.
Hey there.
Please listen only. You're doing the web stuff.
Yeah, I had to run over to the mic. You hear me?
Yeah. Here he is.
All right. Hey, well, this is W5MIX, Whiskey 5 Mexico India X-ray. I'm down here in Texas, not too far from Austin. And we're running the Santa Net tonight. If anyone wants to check in, just go to cqsanta.com. The net is open to any children and special needs adults. And just go to cqsanta.com, sign up, only takes a minute, and you'll get right on the list, because we have nobody on the list right at this moment. Back up to you there, Ed.
All right, no problem. And he's an hour early. Let's give it to somebody an hour later. How about Dave, N2KD, my big buddy with the loop up there in Poughkeepsie. Give it a shout out there for the announcement. To make that happen. On the interweb, form to fill out to get on the Santa's list. We know here on the East Coast, Jim Lee is already going the operations, going in the get on there early. The opens up 7:30 p.m. Coast. You can Outstanding. Okay, this is KI4YTVO. We do got one in there. Radio shout out. I'll make the announcement one more time. CQSanta.com. CQSanta.com is the place where you can get on the list. And like Adam here, if you're a listener, we can do a one-way shout out. And Santa knows what the kids want. You don't have to have a radio that you can transmit on, as long as you can hear us either on YouTube or an SDR. So any shortwave listeners are definitely welcome. And let's see, I don't know who can get them the best there. Let me see.
Who'd you call in?
I don't know. I'm trying to see who probably can get Wisconsin the best.
Probably going to be you or maybe Dave. You know who might be able to do it is A5 Golf Victor. Might want to give him a shot. He's probably heading up there.
Sure, Alpha 5 Golf Victor. You want to try one-way shout-out with Adam up in Wisconsin?
Oh, sure. No problem there. This is Alpha 5 Golf Victor. This is for Adam, who doesn't have a call sign, but that is fine. That is great. This is what we talked about earlier. Let me give a call to Santa and see if he's available there, which I'm sure he is. CQ Santa, this is Alpha 5 Golf Victor. Ho, 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 ho! Good. Merry Christmas! I hear you. Bye-bye there, A5TV. I see that you have Adam out there. I was monitoring what you were talking there. And I see that he doesn't have a call sign right there, but just fine. And I see that he's also got Evelyn and Bo. And so let's just go ahead and look in our magic snow globe and see what we see here. Oh, ho, 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 ho. I see that Evelyn has been very, very good, and she definitely was on my list to bring a nice Christmas package there. Oh, there, and I also see Bo has also been real good, and that'd be great. I see him there. We'll make sure both of you have a very Merry Christmas. And by the way, I see somebody just walked in from feeding their reindeer. While it's Mrs. Claus. Let me go ahead and give her the mic a moment and give a shout out to you two.
Well, hey, boys and girls, I'm glad you're being good this year. And those reindeer get hungry when they pull the sleigh. So can you promise me you're going to leave something for them, as well as leave something for Santa Claus? I know he gets hungry, too, even though he doesn't need it. So Merry Christmas to both of you from Mrs. Claus.
Well, that's good. Anyway, I know that you don't have the radio in front of it, but that's okay. Through my snow globes, I sometimes can hear even your whispers. So what I want to do is that on the count of three, I want a good big ho, 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 especially with all the family there. So Evelyn, Bo, and Adam, and anybody else in the room. 1, 2, 3. Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas! And Adam, you and your family have a very Merry Christmas. Back to my relay. Well, thank you, Santa. That was really good, great, and all that. And so with that, I'm going to say 73, and we'll catch you hopefully later on down tonight. And back to net control.
Outstanding. And Adam, if you want to drop us an email and let us know that was a good contact, that'd be great. So terrific. And CQSanta.com, that's the place where you can get your kids on the air. And like Adam, we can do a one-way shout-out if you're a shortwave listener, or you only have a tech license, if you're listening on an SDR, or if you're listening on a YouTube video channel, live stream. We can hook you up with the big man at the North Pole. So CQSanta.com is the place, and we don't have anybody in the list, so won't take nothing to check it twice. Anyway, Pete, you want to give the announcement?
Absolutely. Doing great tonight, and I love hearing all the relays coming in from all over the U.S. That's what makes SantaNet work. If you're hearing this for the first time tonight, we've got stations all over the contiguous 48, and that means that really wherever you're at, and I think we might even be able to work Alaska and Hawaii on a good night, but wherever you're at, especially in the contiguous 48, we'll be able to connect you with Santa. We had one station from Idaho wondering if he could make it at 100 watts in a wire, probably, but you can come in and do a test ahead of time if you want to do that. But again, tonight, if you have kids ready to go, there is no wait. Zero wait time if you go to CQSanta.com right now. CQSanta.com takes about a minute, maybe less to get checked in, and it's awesome. It's a great experience. Your kids will remember it for the rest of their lives, and so will you. CQSanta.com, again, that's CQSanta.com. We're here every night through and including Christmas Eve. Eduardo, back to you, KE5GGY.
Sure thing, and hopefully we'll have some more check-ins. It's awful slow this time of year, and we had a big start. We had 26 kids the first night, Pete.
Yeah, it was something. This is typical, though. I think if you go back and look at the historical, there's a lull that week after Thanksgiving, and then it slowly builds, and Christmas week is nuts. And Ed, you've been here for Christmas Eve, haven't you?
I'm always here at Christmas Eve.
Yeah, that's one for the record books. Yeah, over 100 children, I'm sure, every Christmas Eve. So, again, CQSanta.com is that website, and I'll let you throw it around. Maybe the West Coast could give another shout. They should be getting dark over there.
Sure, Bob's out on the West Coast. This is November 3, Kilo Lima Whiskey. You want to give it a announcement? Okay, and Lemon, why don't you give it a shout out there? Kilo Alpha 6, Delta Oscar Yankee.
Thank you, Fred. Thank you, sir. I was hoping you'd let me come in here and talk with you. I'll try not to talk to you in a minute like I've done last week. But I just want to really discuss what we did on this visit. And I haven't heard him say it tonight, but when you get your kids signed up at the website, CQSanta.com, call Grandma and Grandpa and tell them they can listen on the CQ Santa website. Thanks to Dan, KC9 Delta 6 Quebec, who watched that audio to our CQ Santa site. So again, go to CQSanta.com and get those kids signed up. Then call Grandma and Grandpa so they can get excited and the kids get excited. Let me show you. Alright, the website is CQSanta.com. That's the next. So good to see you now. Thank you.
Well, I was just going to do that, Pete. November 2, Papa Charlie. November 2, Papa Charlie. Copy net control.
Oh, yes, certainly do. Good evening. doing, everyone here? Helping out all the elves, helping out Santa. This is Tim over at Colorado in Colorado Springs, Colorado. Help you get started in Santa. What's your help? Anyone listening? Grandkids, whatever kids. Santa.com, find out what we can get there. Fill up the form now. We'll hook up your kids with Santa. Here's some Santa relays. We have them all around the country, and we'd be glad and happy to do this. This is the 14th Papa Charlie in Colorado Springs.
All right, outstanding. Hopefully we'll get some kids in there. TQSanta.com. If you have any kids, get them on the air. And like I said, we'll be here right up and including to Christmas Eve. So I wouldn't wait till Christmas Eve. Well, like Pete says, the closer we get to Christmas, the crazier it gets out here.
And Ed, you put the C in crazy.
I tried. I must be crazy. I think I've worked 80 hours this week.
Hey, everybody, CQSanta.com. If you're out there, Tim, good to hear you on the air. I thought you were trying to fly under the radar here tonight because you weren't doing too much in chat. What are you doing? Are you doing some multitasking?
Doing some multitasking. I just got back last night about midnight.
Copy that. Well, are you going to be hanging around as a relay? Can we depend on Colorado to be radioactive on behalf of Santa?
Well, I'm here till around the 20-something, and I'll probably take off again, but I'll be around till then, all right?
All right. It's okay. Well, I won't hold it against you that you're going to miss Christmas Eve, but we'll definitely be able to use your signal. That's Tim in Colorado. This is Pete in Dallas, KE5GGY. We're going to try for a couple more minutes to get some check-ins, but this is typical for this time of year. If we don't get too many more, or if we don't hear from anybody in the next, let's say, 4 or 5 minutes, we're going to call it a night for tonight. But again, CQSanta.com is the website to go to tonight, as well as every night, all the way through Christmas Eve. We open up the net for check-ins at 6:30 p.m. Central. So 6:30 p.m. Central, you can go to CQSanta.com to get, an early spot in line, and that's going to be more important as the season goes on because we will get pretty busy. But CQSanta.com starting 6:30 p.m. Central, and we kick the net off every night at 7 p.m. Central. And I can't reiterate enough that your early season is the best time to get in because there's not as much of a wait time. Also want to encourage you to tell neighbors, friends, people you work with. We have several groups putting together portable stations to go out in the community, and that's going to slam us, I'm sure, but that's okay. We can handle it. But I know we have one group that's going to a Ronald McDonald House to set up a portable station for SantaNet. That's going to be awesome. And several Cub Scout groups, Cub Scout, Boy Scout groups doing some things in the community. So there's some neat ways to get creative with SantaNet. And again, and as we saw tonight, we had Adam, who I thought was N0NE. So I guess I was looking at that right. But Adam doesn't have a radio, just found out about SantaNet on the web and got signed in. He's listed on an SDR somewhere. And he got Bo and he got Evelyn on with us without a radio, so that's pretty awesome. Okay, CQSanta.com, CQSanta.com. Let's send it out to Dave in New York to just rattle the cages out there one more time. And I think if we don't hear anybody in the next minute or so, we're going to call it a night. N2KEV. KE5, and we're going to get Dave or Dan in Cedar Park to make an announcement too. But Dave, start us out in New York and give us that announcement. And good to hear you on SantaNet tonight. KE5GGY.
Always fun to be up here helping out. Anytime I can help, I'm willing to. That's for sure. This is November 2, Kilowatt Echo Delta 2 relay out of New York. We're in the Thomson recording, not the Arvin. And I'll tell you what, if you can hear any of the relays, you want to hear it, go down to Santa Claus up in their call. CQSanta.com. It's pretty simple. It's drop down menu form to fill out to get on Santa's list. Fill that form out, get your kids' names in there, get their date as far as their age, and maybe something special about the child or something that you want your Christmas invitation was. We'll get that information see Santa be actually doing the back. Those kids want anyhow. But seeing Santa not only the place to go, it's going to get busy. You may not have a chance to get in there for a week as you're running around getting Christmas presents. When you get home, get them on that list right early. Heroes, the check-ins on the Santa floor at 7:30. Get on that list early. 8 o'clock. They show up at 8 o'clock. So if you're not late, let's get them up there as early as we can and talk to Santa Claus and make it off the bed with them.
All right, sounded good. Sounded good. We're going to get Dan at Cedar Park to do it real quick, and then we just got some check-ins, guys. So, hey, let's get this station. Head back to you to make a call to Texas, KI4, YTV, KE5GGY. How about that?
Outstanding. Do I have any hum in my audio, Pete?
Not that I'm hearing. It's pretty solid to me.
Yeah, it might have just been a little interference. You never know. Okay, call and Santa. Let's see. Jim, Kilo 2, Golf Mike Tango. Do you hear Santa that net control? Kilo 2, Golf Mike Tango. Can you copy Santa that net control? All right, it sounds like Rick can hear you the best. Rick, if you got a copy, see if you can hook up with Jim.
Hey, no problem there. KG2 GMT, Alpha 5 Golf Victor. How copy? Oh, let's try it again. Jim, KG2. I'm sorry, K2 GM2. A little dyslexic here. K2 GMT, Alpha 5 Golf Victor. How copy this station? All right, well, let's see if we can get Santa here. I'm assuming you have Michael and Annabella in the shack there? Okay, well, here we go. CQ Santa, CQ Santa. This is Alpha 5 Golf Victor. Ho, 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 ho! This is Santa. And I hear you very well there, Rick. I hope everything's still going good with you. I see that you got Jim on here, K2 GMT. And I see that he has Michael and Annabelle in the shack. Okay, let's look at the snow globes and see what we got going here. Oh, man, I see some very good kiddos there. Very, very good. They're on my nicest, some of the nicest I've seen. And so anyway, let's see here. We're going to say, Michael, can you tell me what you would like for Christmas this time? Okay, writing that down. I can see that I saw, it was actually here on the list all along. I'll get some L's on it right away, make sure that it's packed up and ready to go here as soon as possible. Okay, how about Annabella? What would you like for Christmas? Well, the band's shifting a little bit, but that's okay. I think I've got it down on the list anyway. And we'll make sure that she gets her presents too. And oh man, this is twice in a row. I got Mrs. Claus walking through the toy shop here. She must have been out feeding some carrots to the reindeer. I think I'm going to get her over here and see if she can talk to.
Well, hello, Michael and Annabelle. I want to remind you to leave something for the reindeer. With all that flying they do, they need a lot of energy and they get hungry. So when you leave something for Santa, can you leave something for them too? This is Mrs. Claus turning the microphone back to Santa.
Okay, well, all right then. Let's see if we can get some good ho 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 out of you. On the count of three, let's get the entire family in there and give me a ho ho ho. 1, 2, 3. Oh, Merry Christmas to you, Jim and your family. I have been on the radio quite a bit, so I've been a little bit distracted. Plus, I've got Elf coming here and bugging me all the time with problems, all problems. Anyway, we'll get it all done, get on the sleigh, and we'll be on time. Merry Christmas to you and your family there. I'm going back to my relay. Alpha 5 Golf Victor. Okay, Jim, was that a good contact to you? QSL, I think I got that okay. The band kind of shifted on me and you kind of dropped out a bit, but that's okay. We got her done. Back to net control.
Outstanding. Good job. And let's see. This is KI4YTV down here now, Alabama. We're going to look at Mark, Whiskey 8. Mike, Golf Mike. You want to give the announcement? Maybe you can rouse some people up there in the north.
Guess I'll grab it here real quick.
And if you got any kids in the shack, you can get them on the list to talk to Santa Claus at cqsanta.com. We take good kids. We take mediocre kids. And we even take bad kids. I was a bad kid. I was on Santa's naughty 9 worst kids. So, you know what? All's forgiven now. And, hey, I didn't even want to talk to Santa when I was a kid. So, cqsanta.com, that's the place to get the kids, special needs adults, maybe even some lonely adults that have something good to say to Santa. We don't mind. cqsanta.com, that's the place. Hey, I was one of them, Pete.
Anyway, Matt, I knew you being a net control was going to be an adventure. But anyway, let me give one more. Let's send it to N5VLF for a quick promo, and then if we don't get any more check-ins, we're going to call it a night tonight. N5VLF. Dan, you haven't had much action for you tonight, but I'm so glad you're there. You're a big part of SantaNet. You're probably one of the senior guys on SantaNet at this point. Give that promo one more time. Let's see if we can get a last-minute check-in. QSL?
QSL, I don't know if I'm N3, N2, or N5. Anyway, if you have any kids in the neighborhood, your kids, grandkids, you name it, if you have any groups, what have you, and you would like to have them talk to Santa Claus, or if they would want to talk to Santa Claus, there's a good opportunity for them to do so, especially this week. We're not quite as busy. Go to cqsanta.com and sign them up. And sign up starts at 6:30 p.m. Central Time. 6:30 p.m. Central Time. cqsanta.com. Get them signed up. Get those neighbor kids in there. This is a chance of a lifetime to talk to Santa Claus. The guy up at the North Pole, I guess he's quite old. I'm not quite sure. I've never personally met him. But anyway, cqsanta.com. And that's 6:30 p.m. Sign up opens up, and get your kids signed up. N5, BLF, back to net.
All right, thank you, Dan. We're going to shut it down for tonight. But a great job, especially there to Ed. But all you guys, a couple people, before I thank everybody, let's just, on the chat before you leave, let me know of any nights you're going to be out this week, you guys. We understand that Christmas happens and you've got family celebrations, things in your community, but just give us a quick rundown of when you're going to be out. That includes W5MIX, Matt, because I know you've got some stuff coming up. Well, let's give a big thank you to everybody that was here tonight. Let's see here, starting with the guys behind the scenes, KC9, DK. That is Dan in Indiana. He provides the YouTube feed of the SantaNet that you can get to at cqsanta.com. Just click on the stream tab at cqsanta.com. Also, we want to thank Matt, W5MIX, here in Texas, who does all the logging, all the backbone stuff on the web. And we appreciate, Matt, you so much. An unsung hero to a large degree. Although we're going to get Matt to do a relay one of these days. Coming soon to the SantaNet W5MIX. Doing a relay. Also tonight, let's see, we had our net control. That's Ed in Alabama, KF4YTV. Also KA6DOY Remmel in Oklahoma, doing such a good job every night. N3KLW Bob in the desert. Good to have you along tonight, Bob, with his newly improved signal. AA5 Golf Victor Rick and AI5DL Grand Slam Pam helping out with Santa and Mrs. Claus. N2 Papa Charlie back in the group tonight. Great to hear you. N5VLF, Dan, Cedar Park, Texas. And did I leave anybody out? I hope W8MGM, Mark in Michigan. I know I've got you on I just put you on the list. So, Mark, thank you very much. And I will be looking forward to getting schedules from all you guys just to try to account for who's going to be here and who's not going to be here. So with that, remember that we're here every night through and including Christmas Eve. So think about a child or a grandkid or maybe a child in your neighborhood, in your life, that would enjoy talking to Santa on ham radio. Again, the pre-nets open up on the web at 6:30 p.m. Central every night at cqsanta.com. cqsanta.com. We kick off the net at 7 p.m. Central every night. Okay, this concludes this edition of the 3916 SantaNet. Our thanks to everybody listening tonight. A big thanks to the members of the 3916 Nets, the Rag Shoe crew, who kind of clear out of here during the SantaNet and let us do our thing and help us connect the kids to Santa Claus. So we appreciate you guys a bunch. And also big thanks to the families that come in, the kids every night. You bless us and you make our Christmas even merrier through the magic of Christmas and also the magic of amateur radio. This is KE5GGY for your net controls tonight. KI4YTV and KA6DOY returning this frequency to the Rag Shoe crew. Ho, 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 everybody, and Merry Christmas.
Thanks, everyone.
Yeah, there's Matt, W5MIX, wimping out of relay duty already. It didn't take long.